All right, so I know what you're thinking. Ranked drafting guide? Vex, you said you're never going to do one of these. Well, I was thinking about it, and I kind of had an idea for a way to do a ranked drafting guide without... Let's just say ranked drafting guide is near impossible because the meta is ever changing, and there isn't a single way to draft. So the way I'm going to set this guide up is we scrim. I took a day of scrims, recorded it, didn't stream it, and I'm going to take probably 3 or 4 of the drafts, put it into this video. That's what you're gonna see soon. You're gonna watch a draft, and afterwards you're gonna hear what my thoughts were, my analysis on it, what picks are good on that map, why we picked this, what we were going for, if it worked, if it didn't work, what I would have done differently. I'm gonna talk about all that after each draft, and we're gonna do that for a couple drafts here. And this isn't gonna be the only video. We're gonna do this a couple times throughout the next few weeks and into the future. This will be like a ranked drafting guide, let's just say series, you know? So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy this format and this kind of like, I guess, guide. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in the video.
I don't know what to pick on Frog Isle, dude. Anyone have a draft?
No, I really don't. But I'm just recommending open snipers because it just makes it simple.
Okay.
Alright.
So I think we can.
Do we get Strix, Ban, Rom? Which one's better in vocal?
Strix or Kin? Is that what you're
Yeah.
Probably Strix on this map, yeah.
We want to ban Rom into? Ban like Con too?
Maybe. Possibly.
I
Yes.
Sure, ban Rom. That's fine. And then we look for like a con first
Enemies
pick.
turn to ban.
Yeah,
If
like
both
that.
snipers are gonna be open.
No.
Doesn't really-
With the Rom ban, we were like setting up for an early Strix. Because they take Strix then.
I'm thinking
We
about
have
it.
the. we
At
have
the
con
point, it's
now.
like it's just really hard to be first pick because they're just gonna get Con and then the other sniper. I think
Yeah.
they'd still like win it overall.
Frog Isle's the second pick map.
It really is.
I
I
have
said
no
that
idea
last
how to
time.
draft first pick.
I thought HRX Frog was the second pick map. Not many of them.
Your turn
They
to
might
ban.
ban snipers, so we'll see. Or at least one.
What did they ban? Torf?
Or both.
Torvald.
I mean, we could ban something
mean-
and then first pick Con, let them have Strix. We have Con, but like...
If you ban Kin, they'll most likely ban Strix, then we get Con first pick. And if
That's
they don't,
true.
then we can just get Kin or whatever. And I think we would win
Yeah.
that because it's the only sniper.
Sure. Try that.
What was it? Ban,
Kin.
Kin?
Enemies
like
turn
that.
to ban.
Later, Kanoisa. Have a good day.
Bye, Kanoisa.
Bye, Kanoisa.
You gonna ban Strix then?
They're most likely gonna ban Strix, but if they don't, then
Yeah.
that means that we'll get the only sniper. They will get Con though, and most likely like Barrack.
Which is a
I think
decent
Barrack-
trade, I think.
That's good. That's fine though, right? Because Barrack's
Yeah,
head is so
Turn to
thick.
pick.
Yeah, they banned it. So we get Con.
I think it's con then,
Yeah,
right?
we go con.
Atlas is
Whenever you
pretty good.
feel
on this
good,
map.
get 'em looking ship shape.
Con's just better into it because you can just.
I think
cripple 'em.
Atlas is
I think it
better with
depends.
snipers up, right?
I don't know, like if you have
Yeah,
danger pressure and
I
your
don't know,
con
Atlas
can
is
like
good
walk
against
to their
everyone.
side, the con's a lot better than the Atlas. But like if you can keep the con
I agree.
pressured and you can't like walk across and you can get like multiple shields.
Uh-huh.
I
yeah, that
I
makes sense.
agree with the
It's
fact
better.
that like, but for me, I just think Atlas has way more value on this map in like isolation when there is snipers in the game.
Yeah.
So,
I was just kind of looking at like the tank matchup.
so they get Baruch.
Baruch.
I think Maeve's pretty important to take.
What about Victor?
Victor
Yeah,
is
Maeve-
not
Maeve
bad.
Vic.
Victor's
Maeve Vic
good,
looks pretty
yeah.
good.
They're
So
gonna,
they're gonna have-
probably
they're gonna
want the
have-
Leon, right, with the Genos.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking.
Or Cassie.
They're probably gonna go Leon.
I mean,
Is Vic
we
better?
could just double damage right now. We could,
Yeah, I think you can take
Victor.
it now. I'm like not
Vic-
100% that it's like super high prioritization value, but I think it's still good.
I think they're just because they're gonna have a passive tank. Like they're not gonna run Ash into this, you know. So
Yeah.
like, they're gonna be super passive.
This is fine. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And if they double main tank, we have the execute, right? So one of them's gone right away.
Mm-hmm.
So that make like execute kind of makes double main tank a little worse for sure.
You know, we could have
might
went
go
for the
pretty aggressive.
Grover.
That's
Cross
yeah,
the
that's the other thing I was thinking. Let's
I think
be fair and
Street
vocal.
Justice-
This draft's been scuffed since the beginning. We're piecing this
Yeah.
together with bubble gum and
I
band-aids
don't
right
know
now.
if this is scuffed. I like this.
No, it's not.
I
It's
don't
not like crazy stuff, but you know.
Anything that's
I
not
just
Wait,
didn't
what
have
are
a
we worried
plan
about?
going into it. That's all.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
Like,
yeah,
usually I have,
don't
like,
know
an
what the last
idea.
time we played Frog Isle was. I guess when we played in the qualifiers.
Oh yeah.
I I usually have like a idea of like what kind of draft I want going into a map. On Frog, I have no idea what I want ever. It just like happens, you know.
Yeah.
You're just like,
Frog's
oh, we
weird.
have this on
Frog's a-
Frog, I guess.
Frog's a weird map too.
I just know which tank I don't want to play against. That usually means
Yeah.
they're good. Because they're annoying.
So they're hovering Atlas Leanne here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's normal. Yeah, yeah.
What are we thinking? Like Ying.
I think Inar is better than Terminus here, by the way.
Okay. Inara it is.
I think Inar, yeah. And then I mean
Not playing
Fury,
Terminus into that. You fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
Fury is up
I
if you
know, I
want it,
know.
Ying's up
Not
if you
Fury,
want it.
yeah. It's in
Uh,
between Grover and
Sirius
Fury,
isn't
or
bad
Ying.
here.
No, Sirius is trash. It's either Grover or Ying.
I like the Ying.
Probably Ying.
I like
Ying.
both.
Yeah, I like both too.
Grover gives us a little more poke damage. I think Ying gives us more heals.
Are we winning off poke here? Like, is that our goal?
I think so.
I think
our
so.
poke
Go
is a
Grover,
lot
go Grover.
better than theirs.
Grover. Yeah. Like if that's our win condition, then like I think Grover's the play. Like we will
I mean,
outpoke them.
that's our comp fit.
Yeah.
Like our comp is a really poke style comp, but they can't. That's hard for them to push into.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to push into me. That's another reason I'm going. Like they don't like even this last pick. One thing won't be able to kill.
Be right back real quick.
I'll be free.
Probably gonna be a Andrew or Eevee, right? Eevee, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Victor.
Hello, I'm Grover. I throw cripple at Eevee when she blink. Be ready.
You throw it at Atlas too when he's low.
Yeah, and Barrack.
Yeah, actually like most of their team.
Hello, I'm here to kill them.
I actually do think the Grover pick's nice. Cause like I don't think like we have like our kill pressure is like once their wall's down off my stun or like getting just good poke off.
Yeah.
That's why I think the Grover's nice. You'll just help us.
Help us
Do
do
our
our low
jobs.
and then yeah. All right, so let's break this draft down a little bit. We're here on Frog Isle. We decide. So first of all, we weren't totally sure how we wanted to draft it. Frog Isle is one of those weird maps for us that we're not sure how we want to play it yet and how we want to draft it. But the reason why I included it into this video is we actually ended up with a really solid draft and we did extremely good this game. So it ended up working out really well. So the ROM ban idea is with snipers, Strix is better for the duel, like you heard in Vocal said. ROM counters Strix, especially on this map. He can just dash straight through and run at Strix. So you want to get rid of the ROM and look for that Strix. But on Frog Isle, typically teams ban snipers, and that's one thing they did. They banned that Strix, so we had to ban Kinessa because we didn't want to first pick Kinessa because there's so many strong picks on this map. That being some of the picks you saw there: Khan, Victor, snipers, ROM, Eevee, Maeve. There's so many good picks. The Khan first pick, basically with what was on the board, most of those were gone. The snipers, the ROM, and you're not really going to first pick Victor since Khan has that ultimate on Frog Isle that he can always get somebody off of, and with the stun, he controls the Frog side so well. He's an amazing off tank for Frog Isle. So we take the Khan early, see what they take. They take the Barrack, then they take the Genos. Very solid picks from them. Barrack Genos is a staple comp. And then we go ahead and take our 2 DPS. Why do we do that? Like I said earlier, the snipers are amazing on Frog, and there's not a lot of DPS that are that viable in Frog Isle because of the line of sights that are, causing issues on that map. So, when Victor has nothing to contest him, i.e. a sniper, snipers are the best against Victor on this map. Without those, you pick Vic. The Maeve pick also is extremely strong, and honestly, I think it's better than the Eevee overall, especially right now more than ever. So we took those two. They go ahead and grab the Leanne and Atlas. Leanne is the obvious choice. It goes snipers, Victor, then Leanne when it comes to backlane DPS on this map. As simple as that. They took that, and then the Atlas is a bit of a spicy choice. They wanted the wall to be able to protect themselves and maybe go in. But when the wall cooldown's down, it's going to punish them, and that's kind of what we waited for in this game, for that wall cooldown to go down, and there's nothing they can do. And then our final 2 picks, the Inara and the Grover. Now, Doe said he didn't want to play Terminus. I get that, and I'm not sure why. I'm not a tank main, so I'd have to ask him. And that's actually an idea I have for future videos. I want to bring in teammates for this, but right now I'll do this solo. The Terminus is interesting. I think it could have been good, but if Doe says it's not good, it's not good. I trust, I trust my main players. Like, I trust our main DPS. I trust our flanker. I trust our, main tank. He says it's not good. He locks Inara. And then we take the Grover over the Ying. Why do we take Grover? Well, it's the possibility of them picking Eevee. And I knew they were going to pick Eevee. There was a high probability of the Eevee pick. Also, the poke damage. Our comp is based around poke. Maeve does a lot of poke, Victor does a ton of poke, Khan does a ton of poke and setup potential. Grover does a ton of poke, and there's nothing to kill him in this comp so far. Snipers are the biggest counter to Grover on Frog. With no snipers, he's amazing. All he does is sit in the trees and nobody can push him. So basically, it's free for Grover. And then when you look at their comp, the Cripple does amazing against Barrack. The Cripple does amazing against Atlas. And with the idea of them taking Eevee, me having that thought, the Cripple does amazing against Eevee when she blinks in. So that's why we took the Grover. Grover's a very strong pick there. Their comp is honestly pretty good. I think the Atlas didn't do much for them in this game, but that was the draft. Those are the strong picks on Frog Isle. The game went well. This draft is really good for us. And let's go ahead and throw it over to the second draft. Let's, watch some of that and break it down again afterwards.
Okay, we're in draft.
Hi.
Let's go.
Hey, guys,
Let's
I'm back.
draft some stuff.
Yeah.
Ice Mines.
I love
Who would have thought we'd have to play Ice Mines today? Who would have thought?
We're not playing Flames team, so I didn't think so.
I mean, it's the Ice Mines follows us. It's like coronavirus, dude.
Oh my god.
We can't get rid of it. Doesn't matter how many airports are shut down. Second pick, Ice Mines.
They think Corona might have went airborne.
Your
No,
turn
that
to bat.
sucks. Okay, so Rom's off the table right now. So I think we just have to get rid of Torv here, right?
Yeah.
And then we're probably gonna have to Con ban as our second ban.
Yeah.
Bantorv?
Enemies.
I'm
I'm just thinking that
I really
they
want
might
to try this Atlas pick.
into Con.
No, not into Con.
Okay,
not
yeah,
into
yeah.
Con.
I
I
think,
just think
like-
as a side tank. Because like we've been banning Rom. Like if Rom Con is banned a lot, the picks for outside are pretty slim.
Nando.
The
It's like
only thing I
Barrack,
could
Nando.
see
I want to try
doing
Atlas.
is giving the Con away, but
Your
if-
turn to bat.
if Zin is still up, because then we just trade execute for execute. But so like right now, if you think like there's still Barrack up.
I think you just ban Con.
Yeah, I think it's just safer to ban Con. I think they take
yeah,
Zin
personally.
first here.
I think they're gonna take BK over Zen.
Really? Okay. I mean, the turn ban kind of means that I thought they might want
Drogos.
they thought Drogos, yeah, and
Yeah, I mean,
Barn.
I want Drogos. I think what they might be thinking is like when the turn ban, like we often would go Drogos there and they like sniper into it. Like they've done that a few times.
there's a lot up. Bomb King and Zin are like super high prio still up.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna think about this for a while, I think. Tanks definitely go down in prio. I guess Barrack is the highest prio tank right now.
Yeah.
But I think Zin Bomb King is kind of what they're trying to figure
Your
out.
turn to
here.
pick.
It is a really good Zen map.
Do you take?
And we takes the
I don't know
execute,
how-
right?
I don't know how good
Like-
it is in the BK though. Isn't BK like the one thing you don't want to play?
I think
Zen in?
BK makes it worse. So,
I think
Yeah.
don't you just go Barrack and Ara?
Yeah, I feel like you could just go your tanks. DPS.
I,
Go Barrack
they-
and Ara, or maybe
so,
maybe they go
real quick,
Drogue?
real quick. I think they might look for Genos Koga as well on this map because that was the console team. That's exactly what they did to us against our Drogos.
Yeah, but
they
I
went to
think
Genos Koga.
They're gonna have if they go Genos Koga, they're gonna have like really weak tank support lineup. I think.
Oh,
I-
for
I-
sure.
yeah, I
I'm just
think
saying, like, it's gonna run at us. Like, we need to just be ready for that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just what
I
I'm
think it's
seeing.
Barrack and Ara,
Okay.
and then we just deal with it. Yeah,
Okay.
like I think that Zin is a better pick for them than Koga, but
Never
That's
you
just me.
fear. We'll
I,
get 'em looking
I don't
ship
know.
shape.
I think
I don't know.
Koga's really good with Genos. Like, if you get
Yeah.
I think
Genos Koga-
executes on this map is just
I do
the
agree with
bee's
that.
knees. Like you get rid of one of our main tanks, like
But it's much
that
easier-
it makes it so much easier.
I'm not a Drogos player, but I feel like it's much easier to kill Zen than it is Koga.
I actually think Zen's pretty tough for Drogos.
You
Just for
think they're both
Drogo, like
just
just in
tough?
that match.
Okay.
Like no, I actually think Koga's actually a little easier
Okay.
because Zen. The main thing with Zen is you have to watch out for like his counter when you're ulting, which is like
Gotcha.
makes ulting a lot harder. Just
Oh,
counter just
that
stops
would
your
suck
spits.
actually.
Like there's just a few things about
It's pretty.
Zen's
Yeah, I
trading
think
with
Zen
Drog.
counter is pretty good on this map against Drogue too. Like it's a
Yeah.
lot of corridors.
Yeah, like completely
Pretty good
negating
buy.
your spits is a big deal. Where Koga, like, yeah, you don't spin him, but your rockets, like you trade really well with him because how rockets work with his dash.
So our healer
you
turns
have,
to
you have
Yin
a lot
here,
of
by the
burst
way.
damage.
I think.
What are you looking for outside?
In
Yeah, what's
Vocal.
other damage?
Vocal, yeah.
We could Koga on the
Probably-
outside.
Sniper or Koga?
I don't think
Mm,
it's Koga. I think Koga's gonna.
They're,
have
I was
a
they're,
thinking
I'm pretty sure
Strix.
they're gonna go Atlas.
well, Strix
that's-
Strix
that's
Drogue is
probably-
pretty passive though. If we do
It's either
that,
Strix or Cassie. I still think.
That's-
but
I
we
think-
could go like Strix Zen
Yeah.
or like Strix.
I think-
like, we don't have.
Can
to
we
go
just
Strix
take
Zen.
Zin
Ying.
Ying?
I'd rather wait on the Zen to be honest. Or do you not want Strix?
No, Strix is
Vocal.
fine. We can Strix here.
Like I'd rather wait to see what the rest. of the
I
comp
agree.
is
I
and
agree with
decide
this.
Zen.
I think you flex the barn pick.
Okay.
Strikes Ying.
Like it's probably gonna be Zen, but like there's still other options that we can go. You know,
Ying.
like we can go
Ying,
Drogue, go Cassie.
Oh, really wanted McCullough, man.
Auto lock that shit for me, bro.
Yeah, if they like lock in their pick at the end of bank time, it auto locks a pick for you, or auto hovers a pick for you. It's super weird. Like it might do it to Rubo here if they run out of time.
I just don't know if we wanted Strix here. That's because like
I was
they're gonna
expecting-
run double aggro tank, right? And so
thought it
like
was-
you have
I'm not worried about the tank. I'm worried
No.
about the Victor Grover poke, honestly.
Yeah.
That is like, I think I will get out poked, but we will see.
I don't.
the
I think
Grove-
just
I guess the
Zin
Grove,
there.
yeah.
I don't know. I just go ahead.
Well, I mean, what
You guys
is
can finish
it.
what is our Windows damage? What is our window damage? That's the thing. Like
It was
We
was
don't-
Strix
Wow.
Strix or Shaw. Like that was my option. Strix Shaw.
just don't think we need window damage. Honestly, like we can run something that goes behind Barrack really well, and then we
Honestly,
pressure
this
their
game we
Barrack-
just need to look
or,
front to
yeah,
back.
true.
This game is 100% front to back. Like these tanks do nothing. We need to just make sure these tanks can't get in
What
on
do you want?
Vocal and I.
You want Drogue?
probably Zen, right?
I'm thinking the Zen's
think-
better into their tanks now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drogue would have a really
Yeah.
hard time.
Well,
attacking
you'd have to
Yeah.
ult Nando. You have to ult Nando.
Yeah.
Rover ult also counters Zen ult.
Yeah. So, are you saying we don't go Zen then?
No, I'm just telling you. I'm just like bringing up like
What about
I mean, what-
Dredge?
I think Drogue would have a hard time. But it's up
Oh,
to you.
let's go
You wanna
Zen.
try it?
Let's go. Dredge is really good in their tanks. But
Honestly, I feel like maybe we should have first picked. Or not like for first rotation Victor.
First rotation.
yeah, we probably should have took Victor when we took Barrack or not. Like we should probably just take Barrack pick. Probably.
no.
big,
I,
and
I
then
think
honestly-
I think this is still really good. I think in Vocal
Yeah,
just
this is
plays
still good,
angles.
yeah.
Like I don't actually think you barely look at their windows in Vocal. I think you look at their tanks like with the side angles. Because like
Yeah, if
their
if the
backline,
tank-
your poke on the backline is not going to get followed up on, right? But if you poke the front line, if we work front to back as a team, we're going to be able to follow up on that and make pressure because of it.
I think you guys have to remember that their tanks have to like Ruckus has to make a play on this
Yeah,
map. Like
they
he has
have
to
to
get
make
through
plays.
somewhere. And
I
if
don't
if
think
he's
that-
if he's getting through, like I can pressure the Vic with
Yeah.
Dome or
Mhm.
something like.
If we are
I'm not gonna
constantly
always
looking
peel.
at these two tanks, they cannot make plays. That's
Yeah.
my thought process, and we're capping. All right, so let's talk about this second draft. The second draft went okay. As you heard in the draft, there's a couple things we could have changed, which I do want to say during the drafting phase, especially on a team, that's not something you should really be bringing up. You know, what could we have done? That's something you talk about after the game and take a mental note of it for after the game. You know, say you're on a team, right, and you question the draft mid-draft, you have everybody second guessing, and that's not a good thing to have. And you know, everybody does it at times. It's just something for if you're on a team or in a rank game, don't question the draft. Bring it up afterwards. There's not much you can do about it during the draft. Sometimes you have to make a decision and a choice what you want to do. If that choice doesn't matter, learn from it and move on. But let's talk about this draft now. So they first banned the ROM. That immediately sends red flags in my mind saying it's Ice Mines. They want Victor. They want Strix. They want some sort of heavy backline damage to sit in windows and not get pressured. Now, that transitions us in real quick to talk about the best picks on Ice Mines. You're looking at Victor. You're looking at, a Nara or Barrack. Both are really good. Healers, you're looking for Ying, Grover. Best two healers on that map. for people sitting in the cabin, so like the hut area, it's kind of like a big cabin, the wood area on the side, not the open side, but the closed side. You're looking at Bomb King, Drogos. Zin and Kogar both good there. Also for point, one of the strongest ones on this map actually is Terminus. I would put Terminus at number 1, and then I would put Inar and Barrack at number 2. Because Terminus is so strong in this map, since it's so tight, his siphon covers, like since the angles are so small, his siphon covers the whole map. So start playing Terminus. There's a reason why, after we banned Torvald, since we banned Torvald, because we're second pick. We don't want to play against him right now. He's really good with the record changes. We got him out of there. They banned Terminus. Very smart ban from them. Terminus is OP, and if they don't plan to first pick it, you ban it. And they do have a first pick ready. As you saw, they took Bomb King first after we banned the Khan. Khan is so good at holding the outside area. His ultimates are amazing on Ice Mines. Ice Mines is so point-centric. You want to win the point fight since the pushes are so hard. And on Ice Mines, it's the easiest map to push up and zone on. Usually when you win the first team fight, they shouldn't be able to touch the point again and fight. In most cases, that happens. Unless your team messes up, of course. So we banned Khan. They pick first pick Bomb King. I don't actually agree with the Bomb King first pick. I think there are better first picks. Now, what are they? I don't know. I just don't think you need the Bomb King there. You could have taken the Inara or the Barrack. They probably should have taken the Inara or Barrack since turns off the board, because we immediately punished them for that by taking Inara Barrack. They are very good, very, very good to off tanks. Now, what do I mean by that? They both are main tanks, but they can work as off tanks, especially both of them, Barrack and Inara. They can just hold aside and just not let it go and don't let people pass them. They are amazing point tanks, but man, can they play the off tank well, especially on maps like this where mobility doesn't really help you because the map's so small. Then they take the Grover Victor. Now, this is where things get kind of scary. Grover is my opinion, it's not everybody's, best support on Ice Mines. Now, some people think it's Ying. I think it's Grover for very specific reasons. They like Ying for the dismount. I like Grover for the giant AoE healing and the ultimate that counter ults. You know, they picked Grover. They counter ult our Inar ult, our Strix ult, you know, our Zin ult. They counter ult a lot with that huge burst healing. And Grover obviously can reach the whole map from sitting in windows. It's kind of awesome. They take the Grover and Victor. Victor, we have nothing to pressure him out. So we picked Strix to try to pressure him out. It was a good pick. I think Strix is actually really good on this map, but Victor is so strong in this map. As we said earlier, as we said later in this draft, we can actually take the Victor with the Inar or Barrack and been in a better spot. They take the Fernando Ruckus. Now, I don't agree with this Ruckus pick. I think Ruckus is garbage on Ice Mines. He is hot garbage, but they don't have much else to pick. We said after this game, they actually could have taken Atlas instead of Ruckus, and our game would have been much harder. But they took Ruckus. Honestly, that was the throw pick from them, and that's one reason why we ended up winning this game. We take the Zin. Zin, pretty good for holding cabin. We could have went Drogos, but we wanted to play the Zin. The ulti's strong, and he does well into both of the tanks. You know, having the execute, again, having executes for point fight on Ice Mines is so good because it's so point fight centric. So that were the drafts. Those were the drafts. They were both pretty good. I think they threw by picking Ruckus, but I think we also threw by not picking Victor. So both threw. That's why this game ended up being, what did it go? 3-3? Yeah, it went 3-3. It was a long game. But this video was something totally new. Any feedback you all have about this, what you want to see differently, what you want to see next, I have some ideas for the future. This is kind of like on the fly I'm doing it. So I have some really cool ideas for the future of this, like, let's just say guide series with ranked. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I also hope you enjoy your day, night, evening, morning, dawn, dusk, whatever it is where you live. And I will see you in the next one. Later. And a huge shout out to my members: Banana Bobs, Branch Fam 805, Clayton Nabidi, Dark Phantom, Jay, Mason Lane, Sivas, Rap, Just Creebies, Bizwa, Connor, Logan Laboo, Shadow, and to all my other members, thank you so much.